Hello my lovely, welcome to my kitchen. It's very kind of you to join me. My name's Rebecca and today I will be making a treacle apple tart with spiced pastry. In England this week it has been Apple Day, which is a national day of celebrating apples and the orchards that are up and down the nation. So I thought it was only fitting to make one. So here we go. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is sift 4 ounces of flour, that's just plain flour, along with an 1/8 teaspoon of cinnamon and a good pinch of mixed spice, and then 1 teaspoonful of caster sugar. A tip if you don't have any caster sugar in the house is to just take the amount you need of granulated sugar and grind that down, because that makes a good substitute for caster sugar. I think caster sugar is just a finer sugar really, but it's still just normal sugar. And then we're going to rub in 2 ounces of margarine or cooking fat if you're short of marge. So there's our breadcrumbs, and now we will mix to a stiff paste with water. So little by little we'll just add and combine that together. That's, I think, about the size for it. I can't go any thinner. I mean, this is an incredibly thin pastry. Maybe I should have made twice as much pastry, which is, I think that's what the book says to do, but I'm being a bit sparing because I want to make a batch of biscuits later on in the week. If I just mould that around the size, and then these scraggly bits I can cut off and use just to fill any gaps in the pastry such as these. Right, so I've now changed the page onto the treacle apple tart. First, line this pie plate with thin pastry. Well, the good thing, because thin pastry is definitely what it's getting. If you can see, you can't really see how thin that is, but yeah, incredibly thin pastry. We'll see what it ends up like. Okay, next. Peel, core and cut up the apples fairly large and put them in the pie. So let's take our apples and get peeling. That's the pie dish filled with apples. It's taken that long. The sun's about gone to bed. The next step says to warm a good tablespoonful of golden syrup, pour it over the apples, sprinkle with fresh breadcrumbs. I don't have golden syrup. All I've got is sort of the dregs in the bottom of this homemade dandelion honey that I made earlier on in the year. So I thought that's about a tablespoon's worth. It's been warming in this Pyrex jug, and it made some rather funny noises when I first put it in, and I learnt that you should loosen the lid. I was worried that the glass was going to break, but we seem to be okay. Pour it over. Oh, it smells gorgeous. Oh gosh, the smell of spring, it really is. Honestly, if you can make dandelion honey, it's definitely worth a shout. And then sprinkle with breadcrumbs. Righty-ho. Cover with pastry and bake in a moderate oven till the pastry is done. Ooh, ooh, gosh, it's so fragile. Right. Best of British, everyone. A wing and a prayer, it's gonna get there. Just. There we are. So I think I might get the fork out and give it that nice decorative edge that the Cornish pasties had. Thank you for joining me, folks, and enjoy. Bye!